Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is my views of what could potentially fix each character in the game. Some of these views you might disagree with, like some of these are my ideas. Others you might be like, yo, this is dope. This game need to implement this like today. But regardless, these are all my opinion, and none of these are said to be set in stone or to come true, which is the same thing. I'm stupid. But yeah, if you like my content, make sure to drop a like on this video, and if you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and make sure notifications are turned on. It's not a requirement, but I still will want you to do it. It's like asking and telling at the same time. I know, it hurts. But yeah, let's get right into it. Roll the intro. The first character on the list, we got Bloodhound.
You can call me Bloodhound.
With their beliefs rooted in a long-lost culture, Bloodhound is a mystery. But what is known is that nobody can hide once they've got your scent.
The battle begins.
With the ability to follow tracks, see through walls,
I down the hostile.
and the ultimate beast mode, it's rare that the hunter does not take down the prey.
Ahead, we talk of victory and slaughter.
And straight off the bat, I like him. I like his abilities. He was one of the first characters I wanted to play, you know, coming from Call of Duty and Fortnite where it's hard to track down your opponent and you want to get a 20 bomb. He seemed like the character you would want to get a 20 bomb with. His passive is tracker, alright? Literally nothing need to change about it. I'm just going to leave that ability alone. That ability, in my standard, is perfect for him. We're going to move on to his next ability. The next one being the Eye of the All-Father. He scans the area briefly, showing what's all around him. People, traps, which is what you need to know. You need to know your enemy location and stuff. But here's my downside to it. When the enemy gets scanned, it shows up on the enemy screen, hey, you've been detected. It even shows the aura of the scan, even if you didn't get detected, and it's a radius, so you know the center of it is where the Bloodhound is. So a buff for this ability, the Eye of the All-Father, they can leave the radius as big as it is. He's the tracker, he's the hunter, I'm the prey. I need to be unaware that the hunter is tracking me down at this moment. It shouldn't pop up on screen saying, hey, you've been detected, because in any action movie I watched, usually when you get in track, the moment you know you're getting tracked, it's too late, okay? As a tracker, everything's supposed to be a surprise to the prey. Make it undetectable by enemies. They don't know they got scanned. They don't see the aura. That's all thing they need to do. Get it away, like literally get rid of all the assistant and help out call outs that they do when they are the enemy, okay? They don't need to know they get detected. They don't need to see the aura from Bloodhound. They just need to see Bloodhound pull up on them, okay? And it's too late. Now, the Beast of the Hunt, they can leave all that how it is. My only problem with it is the timer. If he's in the Beast of the Hunt and he knocks a player, it adds 5 seconds to it. If it does that, then nothing needs to change. If it don't do that, they need to add that, because that'd be dope as hell. That's gonna be a dope move. And if it already is like that, I'm sorry, I'm not a Bloodhound man. I just know certain things because I played the game for a little while, and I'm just giving my suggestions.
Standing at 6'4" and weighing in at 265 pounds, it's hard to miss Makoa Gibraltar. Gibraltar's presence on the arena floor can always be felt in both his might and personality. A gentle giant at heart, he lives by the Saris search and rescue motto, to be the shield for those in need.
I got you, brother.
Whether it's dropping his protective dome,
Here we go.
taking fire with his shield, or unleashing his devastating orbital strike,
Signaling an airstrike.
you know when Gibraltar's around.
This is Gibraltar's match.
His first one is the Dome of Protection. It's a nice ability. It keeps people out and in. A man shot set up home in the middle of nowhere by tossing down the dome. That's huge. Recently they buffed him whereas he can revive players quicker in his dome, but only within it. I guess that's a good perk. On to the next step. I took some time with a dome protection. His gun shield. His gun shield is huge. I love it. And I hate it. And I love it. But I also hate it. But here's my issue. All the way to get the gun shield out is if you ADS, which is aim down the sight. If it's a gun shield, it should be a gun shield. I don't need the ADS to have the gun shield out. You know what I mean? I think the gun shield shouldn't be a gun shield. I think it should be armor to his body itself. Take away the gun shield and make it I don't know what to call it, but yeah, just take the 50 and put it to his health. No gun shield required. You know what? That's what they should do. Make it health. He's Gibby. He shouldn't be dying quick from anything. And by making it health, it balances it out for everybody. We don't have to worry about gun shield. We just have to remember he has 150 health instead of 100 health like everybody else. So that's my buff for Gibby and Nerf, depending on how you see it. His ultimate, I love how it hits in a circle. I don't like how scattery it is, okay? What I mean by scattery, it shows you where it's gonna hit. That's nice. I don't like how it gives you that sort of on a online gun gale type of look where you can see the bullet line before it hits you, which means you can time which bullet is coming first. That's what I don't like. It should just do a gigantic ring in the area that it's gonna hit and have like a heat barrier to it, making it whereas players of allies or enemies can see where the bombardment is gonna hit. I don't know if I said the word right, but where its ultimate is gonna hit. That way you don't know which section in that circle is gonna get hit first. So that's a potential buff.
Small up yourself. AJ Shay's coming through.
Better known as Lifeline, AJ has devoted her life to helping those in need. This combat medic is the ultimate support element to any squad.
I got your back.
She boasts the fastest revival time with cover.
Let's go.
Her healing drone is key during intense firefights. And the crowd favorite, her care package. And though small in stature,
Ready to go.
Lifeline's always down for a fight.
Remember this. I'm the one you should have concerns about.
Her health drone is the first thing that they show off, and straight out the get-go, I like it. It's very, very useful. I don't like how it dies in the storm quick. It's very not useful. I want it to be able to survive longer in storm. The same time it survives outside of storm. First round, second round, third round stuff, you can survive with a health drone if you're in the storm. It's supposed to be like that. But 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, you're dying. That health drone ain't working too strong anymore. It's kind of useless. So yeah, that's what it should do. It should just make it survive the same time it does in the ring, outside the ring. Her passive, her combat medic skills, that allows her to pick people up quick. That is perfect. Literally, it's a protection field in the direction that you were facing when you start to pick them up. And it does an arch, which means you're able to sit in the corner and that whole 45-degree angle is protected. But yeah, her combat medic skills, they're there, they're good. No real need to buff or nerf it. It does what it's supposed to do. It's perfect. Lifeline's care package is the worst. First off, you don't get a gun. You get random loot for your gun or your body itself. Like it'll give you a random backpack, or maybe a random body shield, or a random knockdown shield. It'll never be gold. She never gives gold. It's only purple or worse. It'll never be gold, okay? My issue with it is that it drops up the sky just like any regular care package. I mean supply drop, and everybody sees it. It doesn't show up on the map, which is a good point. I like that. But it shows the smoke trail. It isn't stealth-like. I know this isn't supposed to be a stealth item, but it's her ultimate. It's supposed to be the best ability she have. Me being a person who's trying to build myself up in the competitive scene, Lifelines are usually the people that give away their team position. You can imagine having a Bloodhound and a Lifeline on the same team. The Bloodhound would literally complain at Lifeline every single time she used a care package. I'm calling a care package. What the flip you doing, girl? Like, it's literally... it's useful and useless at the same time. It's so ironic.
Legends come from all over the Outlands, and some of them aren't even human. Meet Pathfinder.
Hey, that's me.
A scouting specialist, this modified worker bot can use his grapple to easily get the drop on enemies and access hard-to-reach places. Pathfinder can also hack survey beacons to reveal the next ring location, while his zipline can provide the squad with a quick escape, giving a tactical advantage. Now, if he could just find his creator.
You don't know where my creator is, do you?
Alright, so his grappling hook is perfect. I do like how it's just one grapple instead of multiple grapples. I do like how you can manipulate the positioning of the grapple. You can grapple anything you desire once you can reach it with the grapple. If you fail to grapple, it does not waste the grapple. These are all good tips and perks that they add to this tactical. His passive, the inside knowledge, which people are saying is not going to be available for all trackers. This is going to be a tough one because now I need to know what type of passive are they going to give a robotic player like him. He's literally a machine dedicated to that one job, inside knowledge. And now they just giving it to everybody. He doesn't have much he could work with. And I really don't know what his top passive could be. Now his ultimate being a zipline is huge. The zipline is useful, they just need to tweak it a little more, make it where it can stick anywhere like it's supposed to. That would be huge. I know they can't increase the distance, but the distance that it could reach, they need to make it where it could stick on any angle and anywhere.
Get ready for a world of hurt.
Sergeant First Class Anita Williams, 401-38416. Call sign, Bangalore. This former military weapons expert can use her smoke launcher and speed burst to quickly elude and get the drop on any opponent.
You're just another KIA on my resume.
With the widest area of effect, her Rolling Thunder ability is the true game changer.
Real men use iron sights. I use heavy artillery.
Smoke launcher. It is what it is. It's a very good move. It doesn't need to get buff or nerf. It has amazing range. It inflicts damage like how Revenant's tactical inflicts damage, only if the smoke grenade actually hits someone. It's very resourceful, I can say that for sure. At the edge of the smoke you can see more better, meaning if you're in the smoke and you're on the edge of it, you can see the enemies outside the smoke, vice versa in the smoke. Her double time ability, it's perfect. Someone punches a gun at me, I'm out of here, double time. Somebody shoot at me, I'm out of here, double time. A grenade launch next to me, I'm out of here, double time. It's amazing. Once she gets spotted or feels she got spotted, something like a Wraith ability, she's outie. Rolling Thunder. This ability is so good. Bangalore is probably the most balanced character in the game. There's nothing wrong with her. Everything is just straight up perfect. I'm just gonna skip Bangalore. Bangalore does not need any buffs or nerfs. They made her right. Alright.
Phasing between dimensions has shown Wraith the outcome of every single choice.
Try not to blink.
A side effect of the technology, the voices in her head now echo these infinite possibilities. But she has learned to trust the whispers. By dropping into the void, she's rendered nearly undetectable.
Maybe in another time or space, you killed me, but not this one.
And with enough energy, she can even open a dimensional rift linking two portals.
Looking for me?
The voices from the void. I have a major issue with this, okay? If someone looks at me and they're not my ally, I think I should know someone's watching me. Once their cursor goes across my body, or if they ADS at me and I'm in their scope, I should have voices popping up telling me, hey, people spotted me, this is coming my way, yada yada. Once they release a grenade, termite, Arcstar, any of those three things or whatever other type of grenades they release in the game future. Once they release it and it's within a parameter of my person, I should get a notification saying, grenade, watch out. Because I watched the trailer for Wraith. Literally the first Apex trailer, I watched it. And she had notifications that she got spotted. She got a notification that a grenade is coming. Literally, they told her everything in that split second. It was overlapping. And I love that. The fact that multiple things were happening and the voices were overlapping. It wasn't like one voice were talking, like one person talk and then it wait for the person to finish saying the sentence for the next person to talk. It was like, you've been spotted. Grenade incoming. Watch out. So when the person finished the word grenade, the first person was like, spotted. Like that's how it ended. You've been spotted, grenade, watch out. It overlapped. It was perfect. You had to quickly listen and figure out the situation you were in. You do not know where it's coming from. That's the next thing they could do to buff Wraith. They could give you a compass-like direction. She'd be like, grenade coming from the south. You've been spotted in the north. Like, that'd be huge. You'll know where they are because I also watched the Voidwalker event. She knew where the person was gonna strike her from behind, the left, the right. She could have dodged depending on where they were coming from. Into the void itself. The only true buff they could give, I'm okay with the timer they have on it and the fact that when I come out of it, my hands will go down, I can't shoot right away. That's all fair. Of where they moving. I want to see them again, okay? I watched the trailer for her and look at it, like right there, boom. She sees Fat Boy while she was in the void. So she know, hey, that was an enemy. I'ma follow that guy. Her ultimate, the portal. The only buff I have for a portal is that it doesn't die quick in the storm anymore.
Many would call Caustic a sociopath. He wouldn't classify it that way.
I don't concern myself with the ambitions of insects.
His toxic gas traps can quickly ambush an entire squad.
Know your place.
Immune to his own chemicals, he calmly stalks his subjects.
A deterministic end will find you below.
They say not all legends are heroes, and that's truly evident with Caustic.
In the end, everything dies.
It knocks gas tactically. It is what it is. I love the damage it gives. I love how it stimmers or paralyzes the enemy, makes them move more slowly. That's huge. My only problem that I think will never be fixed, because it is what it is that he slows down his allies. He don't hurt them, but he slows them down. His ultimate is the same thing as his tactical. Only difference is you can toss this way further and it does a little bit more damage and it's a much wider area than the Nox gas.
Mirage doesn't take himself too seriously.
I gotta admit, I may have tricked you.
But don't be fooled. He's a master of deception.
This was just a lovely time. Thank you for this.
Equipped with the most advanced holographic technology, his illusions can trick even the most focused competitors. So make sure you know who you're shooting at all times. Because love him or hate him,
It's dupes o'clock.
Mirage brings that special something to the games.
You got bamboozled. You better not come back to haunt me.
His vanishing act is cool. I like it. It's a nice ultimate ability. My downside to it is that his clones, his imitations, his holographs, they stand still. They don't move around. They don't do things a Mirage would do. Now, I don't expect them to do damage or anything to the enemy, but I do expect this. I expect all of his Mirages to do something different. Tactical, the psych out, okay? This is huge as well. I think the psych out should be able to, maybe the direction you send the psych out, the decoy to imitate my movements. Not my movements, my actions. Wrong word. His movement should always be to go one direction where I send him, but his actions should be my actions. If I jump, he jumps. If I shoot, he shoots. If I heal, he heals, while going in his one direction constantly. And his passive, which is, you know, he turns invisible again when he gets killed, it's on-call. So his on-call happens when he dies or get knocked. When he gets knocked, an image, decoy stands up and puts on a show of dying. That's perfect. His on-call ability, passive ability, is perfect to his nature. It gives him time to crawl away.
New season! Let's go!
24 hours after riding a grenade blast to beat the Gauntlet speed record,
What's up?
Octavio Silva awoke with brand new robotic legs, and thus, Octane was born.
Reckless and full of wrecks.
With the ability to regenerate in combat and a never-ending supply of stim, this daredevil literally runs circles around the competition.
Awesome!
But his ultimate trick
I'm going up,
is his jump pad.
and you're going down.
Hurtling through the air, Octane's dream is to become the Apex Arena's most extraordinary
That's how you do it.
and death-defying legend.
Time is flying, and I am too. Whoa! What a rush!
Is his Swiftman, the ability to heal, regenerate health on its own over time. I love it, I love how it works. There's nothing really much they could do about it. Maybe they could give it a faster heal where it goes more swiftly, but yet again, it is an overtime thing. You don't want him to be healing him quick like he named Lifeline. His next ability, which is Stem, I have many issues with this. He doesn't get away quick enough with the Stem, and if he stems, it's supposed to be a daredevil rush, or adrenaline rush, like he's going crazy, he's just going as fast as possible, he's like super fast. It's supposed to be difficult to control, but it puts it feels extremely rewarding. Even though he could bust it out constantly, he is supposed to be the fastest legend in Apex. So I don't mind watching Octane run around like he's on crack and I'm having a hard time hitting him. It's okay. I'm okay with that. Same thing with Gibby having extra 50 health. He's a wall. He's supposed to be a wall. I'm okay with that. Wraith hearing voices and knowing what's going on around her. It's okay. She's a Wraith. That's her abilities. Mirage disappearing. It's okay. Having holograms. It's okay. That's what he's supposed to do. So it's not okay that he's not the fastest. And his ultimate is the launch pad. I don't know why they chose that, I guess to give it a daredevil feel. I do like how it is. It doesn't give you a far range to go with when you hit it, but I love how it gives you the ability to pick the direction you go based off what angle you hit it at. And my only issue with the launch pad is that once you're in the air, you're up there for a while. You're up there for too long, and you don't go as far as I hope you would. I guess being Octane, hitting your own launch pad, you will go as far as I want you to, which is okay. So there's no real buffs or nerfs I could give for it. It's just that only potential buff is that it'll carry you further.
Raised in Kings Canyon by her father, Natalie Paquette's first love has always been electricity, hence her nickname, Wattson.
The best offense is a strong defense.
Her role is one of perimeter security.
Planting fences.
A master of directing the flow of battle. She uses her electric fences to create choke points.
That's the last time you charge anybody.
And guide the engagements on her terms.
Don't blow a fuse. Get it?
Even when the firefight is intense,
Taking fire.
there is a calmness to Wattson.
Size and strength aren't everything.
Her interception pylon brings a respite to combat.
You underestimated me. Sometimes careful planning wins out over might.
Earning her the reputation as the Eye of the Storm.
This never gets any easier, but it's how the game works. C'est la vie.
Perimeter security. They don't have to nerf it, they don't have to buff it, they did it exactly right. It paralyzed people briefly that crawl through it or walk through it. It allows your allies to walk through it by turning itself off when you interact with the field. It's perfect how it works, okay? There's nothing wrong with perimeter security. Her next ability, however, I think that's a stupid passive. In my opinion, her passive should be more passive, whereas her bullets do paralysis or something. it stuns the enemy more. Or maybe she shoots something that shocks everybody in a perimeter. You know what could be a good passive for Wattson? If she throws a grenade, the grenade amplifies the area. It shocks the area in a circle, like a perimeter of, I'll say, 5 feet. So if I toss a nade in a house and it hits the ground in that house and it blows up, it shocks in a circular motion 5 feet from the starting point of the grenade when it blows up. Same thing with the termite. When the termite hits the ground and burns the ground, it does a circular motion of the termite area up to 5 feet, shocking everyone, slowing them down. It doesn't last forever, it only lasts for 2 seconds. It does damage of, I don't know, 5 damage, okay? Her ultimate, the pylon, will protect against everything else. It gives shield. There's nothing they can actually do with that. It's perfect.
Framed for corporate espionage and murder, Taejun Park was forced to abandon his identity. To survive, he became Crypto.
Off the grid is the only secure way to go.
Known as one of the most elite hackers in the Outlands, Crypto uses his mastery of engineering and robotics to provide valuable intel while staying in the shadows.
I'm here because I have to be. What's your excuse?
His aerial surveillance drone provides a strategic look at his surroundings.
I'm watching. I'm always watching.
And his Neurolink sends tactical information to his squad about enemy positions.
You can only hide from the inevitable for so long.
Allowing them to control the engagement.
Don't worry, I'll defend over here.
Technology achieves what gods can only dream to be.
If an enemy squad has a fortified position, Crypto's drone can unleash an EMP.
They call this place secure?
Dealing shield damage and disabling traps, the blast slows enemies long enough for Crypto to emerge from the shadows and strike with deadly vengeance.
끝내버리자.
His surveillance drone. It is very useful, extremely useful. But yet again, it's also not useful. Because of the one perk that everybody who's the enemy receives. They get insight that, hey, they've been spotted. Like I said, that shouldn't be, they should hear the sound of the drone and don't know where it is, okay? It's supposed to be a surveillance drone, you're surveilling the area. You don't need to be spotted because people know your drone is in the area and they've been spotted by it. That's really unfair to anyone, in my opinion. His passive being that people can see what his drone sees, like his allies can see what his drone sees. That's huge. It gives you a constant view of the enemy surroundings. And only if, you know, he actually keeps them in drone radius, in the drone view. So I love that one. His ultimate ability, literally, is a drone EMP that shuts down every trap and breaks 50 shield off anyone. So if you don't have shield to work with, you don't have to worry about it. But if you got shield, you're losing 50 of that straight off the rip. You basically might as well say you have a great shield. His ultimate is okay. I have an issue with his ultimate being that it hurts him. It shouldn't inflict any damage to me. I should be immune to my ultimate. But yet again, it is what it is. Alright, that's it for Kryptonite, for my boy Crypto.
Damned to an eternal life of torment, Revenant's true purpose is finally clear.
They made me a killing machine. Who am I to argue with programming?
Once one of the deadliest assassins in the Outlands, the Apex gains now satiate his endless bloodlust.
They only think they know what fear is.
His power to silence the talents of opposing legends negates their advantages and ability to escape.
That little voice saying there's still hope. It's lying.
Not bound by human limitations, he can quickly maneuver to strike with violent efficiency.
Now this is worth living for.
But Revenant's ultimate power is the true embodiment of his horror.
Wait until you see what happens next.
With enough energy, he can summon a dark totem.
It's just a bad dream. It'll be over soon.
that can protect any legend for a short time, allowing them to escape death.
Now you will understand why you fear the dark.
Death is coming, and he's coming for you.
I'm the nightmare.
Silence, they've buffed it a little where he could shoot 2 of it. The timer on it I think got increased. The damage, I don't know if they've messed with it, but it does 11. It's huge. It's okay. I love it. It does a good job. It even shoots like how Bangalore tactical is. Stalker, like climb walls and crouch walk. Since he's supposed to be a true-blooded assassin, not even blooded, robotic assassin, I think he should be the most quiet character in the game. When he climbs wall, I shouldn't be able to hear him. If he crouch, you can't hear him at all, so it works out. But walking, running, I shouldn't be able to hear him. He should be the most quiet character in the game, no matter what he's doing. The death totem. The death totem is huge, but there's a downside to it. It has a radius. You really can go so far away from the death totem. I don't like the radius idea. I like the timer idea, which means after the timer runs out, you can't go back to it. That's huge, but having a radius on it, I don't think so. Literally do it to any distance he feels. And when he dies, he goes all the way back to the death totem. Being that he starts off in fragment and somehow gets on a jump tower and flies all the way to the dome. If the timer didn't run out, he should still be in his shadow form. I really do hope this game continues to prosper. I love this game. This game is just mind-blowing. I love the idea behind it. I love the core feel of it, like how it's grounded. I love the I love it, okay? I love it. My only issues are the service. So we're gonna talk about that maybe, hopefully in another video, but this video was just character related.